So today we are doing the Ho'oponopono chant to address feelings of very little gratitude. You know, the way we take everything in life for granted, right from the fact that we aren't able to feel grateful for the fact that we've woken up today. See, no matter how much we complain about our life, no matter how much some of us say that, I wish I were dead, or I don't even feel like living, and all that stuff. But if that final moment were to come in life right now, we'd absolutely want to live. And that's the truth. So we aren't able to feel grateful for anything. Right from the fact that we've woken up today, there are so many people who don't even wake up. From there on, let's begin counting. How many people do we see who don't have a roof over their heads? Sometimes you get, news of some cyclone, some tsunami, bitterly cold winters, terrible heat. And there are people without a roof over their heads. So we aren't grateful for the fact, the thing is not so much about not being grateful. We tend to take these things for granted, the things that we really have and which can really be counted as blessings, we take them for granted. Just the fact that we have a comfortable bed to sleep on, and maybe a mattress, a soft mattress of some kind, a pillow, something, some basic thing, we take that for granted. The fact that we can have food at will. When you feel hungry, you don't have to think, you're not in that place where you need to think, oh, I'm hungry, I'd like to eat, but I may or may not get it. We are not there. And there can be so much gratitude for that single blessing. So many of us take this body for granted. There are people who don't have an eye or a foot or a leg or an arm or something. Maybe some fingers are missing, maybe something else. They don't have, they move along, let's say, with the support of their hands. There are so many conditions. And we are able to do so much. But there's very little, sense of thankfulness for the state that we are in. We are not in that place where we aren't able to think for ourselves. We aren't there. There can be so much gratitude for that we are not there. There's so much that is flowing so easily in our lives. So we open our cupboards, we find so much there, and if there's an occasion, a special occasion, we'll still feel, oh, I don't have the right clothes. So we tend to feel, there's nothing wrong in this. There's nothing wrong in feeling all this. But gratitude is that energy which has the power to dilute negativity. I'm going to tell you a short story in this context today. So there was this man who was deeply unhappy about his life. He was deeply unhappy about his life, and he was constantly complaining that he was so unhappy, there was so much negativity in the mind and things aren't working, and I have all these dark thoughts and I cannot remain happy and I'm so miserable in my life. I'm not happy. I have too many negative thoughts in my head and they don't allow me to be happy. So he went into a wise old man's, let's say, ashram. He went there. It was a nice, secluded kind of a place with a little river flowing. And this old wise man was sitting outside in a meditative state. And our friend goes to him. And he tells the wise man, when the wise man asked him, okay, why are you here? This person tells him, it's because there's so much negativity in my mind. How do I get rid of it? I need help. Can you help me? And so this wise old man said, wait, sit here, remain here. He went in and he brought a glass, more than half filled with water. And in the other hand, he had a lot of salt. And he put all that salt in that water and he told this friend of ours, drink this. And this man was aghast. What's he doing? He said, how can I drink this? He said, no, drink it. Take a sip. So this man takes a sip and he's not able to swallow it. And this wise old man told him, okay, come along with me. And he took this man along with him to that little river flowing there. And this man was still clutching that glass in his hand. And the wise old man told him that, take this glass of water in your hand, keep it, hold it in your hand properly, and now you taste the water from the river. He tasted the water from the river and the old man asked him, how is it? He said, yeah, it's nice sweet water. And the old man told him, now do one thing, empty this glass of water into that river. Just empty it. It was a flowing river. Empty this. And the man was surprised, but anyway, he emptied the contents of the glass into the river. And after some time, the wise old man told him, drink, taste the water again. And again this man tasted, and the wise old man asked him, how is it? He said, yeah, it's sweet. It's still sweet. So the wise old man told him that, negativity is something that we as humans cannot avoid. We just cannot avoid. And we all have it. And it is like this glass, filled with water and so much of salt that you cannot enjoy the taste. But what happened when you emptied it into the river? The flowing waters, they just absorbed all that salted water. And the water again became sweet. Similarly, life is like that flowing river. And gratitude is those, let's say, waters, is that water which has the power to, just absorb into itself all the negativity and your life will run sweet again. So each one of us has, there's no single human being who doesn't have something or the other to be grateful for. Something, no matter what it is, no matter how small it is. The problem begins when we start comparing ourselves with others and then we do all kinds of things. And then we look at all the things that we don't have. And then we start taking all the things that we have for granted and so on and so forth. So, we have to make it a daily practice to look for at least a few things that you can really feel grateful for. Remember, in childhood we used to hear about this person who wanted a new pair of shoes and couldn't afford one, and he was very unhappy about it till he saw a man without one foot, and then he realized, oh my God. So we are all somewhere there. And so today, let's do this Ho'oponopono chant for gratitude, so that we stop taking everything that we already have in life for granted, and we really start appreciating the things that we have. I'm sorry for not realizing how much I have to be grateful for. Please forgive me for taking my comforts for granted. I love you for making me aware. Thank you for being a part of me. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not looking at the many things that flow so easily in my life. Please forgive me for overlooking this. I love you for reminding me of this. Thank you for keeping me on track. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for taking my body for granted. Please forgive me for not realizing how fortunate I am. I love you for your inspiring attitude. Thank you for showing me to be happy in the things that I have already got. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being grateful for the regular meals I get to eat. Please forgive me for taking the abundant supply of food for granted. I love you and am grateful to you. Thank you for being so wise and strong. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not appreciating this roof over my head. Please forgive me for not realizing how safe and secure we are. I love you for making me aware of all this. Thank you for helping me see the world differently. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being grateful for the many conveniences I have. Please forgive me for overlooking my many comforts. I love you for the wisdom you offer me. Thank you for holding on to hope and joy. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for taking my comfortable bed for granted. Please forgive me for not seeing how comfortably I get to sleep. I love you for encouraging me to be thankful. Thank you for showing me how much I have. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm not grateful for the many loving friends I have in my life. Please forgive me for taking my support system for granted. I love you for all you do for me. Thank you for your support. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not acknowledging the good I already have in life. Please forgive me for feeling low all the time. I love you for reminding me to remain cheerful. Thank you for uplifting me. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for the times I forgot to appreciate little things. Please forgive me for not appreciating life's many blessings. I love you for your good sense. Thank you for being so stable and sensible. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not feeling grateful for each breath I take. Please forgive me for not appreciating the gift of life today. I love you for your sensible thinking. Thank you for being so encouraging. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being thankful for the friendships that enrich my life. Please forgive me for not feeling grateful for the love I receive. I love you for your wisdom. Thank you for being so patient. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being grateful for the healing energies. Please forgive me for not appreciating the healing that happens when I sleep. I love you for standing by me all the time. Thank you for having such a loving heart. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being grateful for my bodily health. Please forgive me for not appreciating my well-being enough. I love you for your ability to be so cheerful. Thank you for being my source of joy. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not acknowledging the small miracles around me. Please forgive me for overlooking these little wonders. I love you for your ability to be amazed. Thank you for enjoying these small wonders. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry for not being grateful for the simple pleasures of life. Please forgive me for taking everything for granted. I love you and I value you. Thank you for your constant support. Please repeat, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And now let's do the I forgive myself statements. I forgive myself for taking my body for granted. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not being grateful for the easy flow of so many things in my life. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not waking up energized and grateful every morning. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for taking the fulfillment of my basic needs for granted. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for taking my resources for granted. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for taking my power of speech for granted. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not being grateful for the education I have received. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for taking my family for granted. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for looking at the things I don't have. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for my constant complaining attitude. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not being grateful for the many opportunities that I get. Please repeat, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not being grateful. Please repeat. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I completely and absolutely forgive myself. Please repeat. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you.